And then they went to a commercial break on ESPN. I was like,
Yeah.
what in the heck just happened? So I was hoping it was about the thumb. So let's waste no time. Let's dive into that. Obviously, that is the lead story of the day here. Packers injury update. Listen, what I did was just put it in bullet point form, kind of give everybody the overall situation, and then we'll talk about the latest that Tom Silverstein tweeted about. So overall situation, injuries are mounting for the Packers during training camp, forcing the team to adapt and provide opportunities for other players, as stated by head coach Matt LaFleur, who emphasizes the need to navigate thin positions and prepare for the regular season despite key absences. Quarterback injury. Jordan Love underwent surgery on his left thumb on Tuesday. The hope is for him to return to practice next week, but he is unlikely to play in any more preseason games. So, Jacob, it sounds like we'll get into the details of the injury and then the latest update. No practice is coming this week, right? Next week, they're hoping he can practice. I can't imagine they're going to try to get him out there for week 3 in the preseason. It sounds like all reports are they're going to keep him out there. And then the goal is to have him ready for week 1. It's funny, too, because yesterday's practice, as we covered the details of how he played, it sounds like they had him go out there, test the thumb out, see how well it was going to feel, and then be honest with you, he had a pretty damn good day at the office. It sounded like he was pretty accurate. Now, obviously, handing the ball off, taking the snaps, things like that is where it's going to come into play on the non-throwing hand. I like what Drew D says here, get the surgery out of the way. Now, any comments so far before we dive a little deeper into the details here?
I mean, I like what Holmes, the resident doc here, is saying. He says this most likely an injury is a UCL or ACL partial tear, pinned, and should be okay relatively soon. They expect him back next week. Listening to the Goody press conference, it did, obviously there's always going to be some urgency and some drama, worry, whatever word you want to use when it comes to with your starting quarterback. And I think that, nobody could tell you with a straight face that not having him practicing or at least even being around is a good thing. That's just not going to shape up that way. I think we are absolutely very blessed to have a backup like Malik Willis.
Yes.
And the way that he's kind of just immediately walked into that starting role for the time being and just making sure that guys are on the same, just everybody's on the same page, that we're not going to skip a beat, that there's not going to be, during this time. I don't know, dude, I listened to Malik Willis's interview. I didn't realize he's funny. Like he is a funny dude, and he's very
good
smart. Great personality. He's really good with the interviewers and very humble, but also confident at the same time. But it's a weird, I actually wrote down, he's very funny. I think he's legitimately maybe the best backup in the NFL right now. And listening to Josh Jacobs talk about what he's seen from him so far, Josh Jacobs basically said there's no reason that this dude shouldn't be a starting quarterback out of 32 teams that are in this NFL. So it's pretty cool that we have that luxury. Oh, sorry, man. We have that luxury to be able to basically not skip a beat. If you listen to a certain segment of the Packers fans, heck, they think Malik Willis should be the starter, which don't get me started on that. But
yeah, no doubt. Aaron Rodgers, our Aaron Rodgers, not the Aaron Rodgers, with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. He says, hey, fellas and chat, need your positive vibes. Tomorrow I'm going for the sports editor football for my student paper at my college. Hey, you're going to crush it, dude. I'm just telling you right now, man. You're one of my favorite follows on Twitter. I love our interactions in the DMs. You're going to crush it, dude. You've got a heart for the sport. You've got a heart for the profession. And you correct me if I'm wrong in the chat there. And I think he said he's going to maybe you don't want me to tell this. He's going to be going to school unless he's already there across the country. I shouldn't even mention it. Anyway, you're going to do great, dude. You're going to crush this thing, man. There's no doubt in my mind. But we're sending positive vibes. You guys know I'm a prayer. I'll send a little prayer out tonight. Say, man, calm the nerves. Go out there and, excuse my language, go out there and kick its ass, man. You know what I mean? Take care of business. So there you go. We got another super chat here. This one coming in from Brent in Indiana. Thank you so much, Brent. He said a lot of money on the sidelines, not counting Tim. It's a great point, Brent. Great point. But at the same time, you're trying to set yourself up for the best possible roster in week 1. The receiver room, I guess I'm a little twisted. And we'll get back to the Jordan Love, the details of the Jordan Love injury here and the surgery and everything. But maybe I'm a little twisted in the head, but I always try to find the positive, like immediately. And I'm thinking, boys, we're going to see Matthew Golden. We're going to see Savion Williams, some of these young guys, the guys are going to be battling for the practice squad spots and all that. You'll see them more if Romeo misses time with his little nick up today. Obviously, Dontavion Wicks has already been out. Christian Watson probably going to start the season on the pup. Feel comfortable saying that. But I understand what you're saying too, Brent. I appreciate the super chat, bub. Back to the injury details. It occurred when Love tried to I didn't want to give the information out or not, buddy. Aaron here, been a member for 3 months, says I will attend ASU for sports journalism. Thank you. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude, you're going to do great. You're going to do absolutely awesome. We need more people like you in sports journalism. So the injury occurred when Love tried to split Jets defenders on a third down sack. His thumb collided with a Jets player's helmet. All right. The injury type is a ligament issue in the left thumb. Obviously, our resident doc there, MD Holmes, MD1, I should say, he kind of gave probably a little more detail into what that probably is, but it's not a break. So it's not a bone break. It's a ligament issue. Love practiced on Monday post-injury, performed sharply, but handed off the ball in an unconventional way to protect the thumb. Coach Matt LaFleur noted Love, quote, powered through Monday's practice as well, or practice well, I should say. So it's obvious that the goal there at that practice was, hey, let's go out there and test it out. Is this something that we need to get surgery on? And they determined, hey, let's go ahead and get it over with. So I think it's a good move for sure. Now, the surgery decision, Packers GM Brian Gutekunst announced surgery on Love's injured left thumb before Tuesday's practice. Surgery scheduled for Tuesday morning, obviously this morning. The reason for the surgery, after exploring options, it was deemed the best for the fastest recovery and optimal feel. Love tested functionality in Monday's practice after deciding, and then Gutekunst said Love could function without it, but surgery ensures quicker, better return. Now, the most recent information, Tom Silverstein put a tweet out just a couple hours ago, said a source said that quarterback Jordan Love's surgery went, quote, perfect. The Packers are hopeful he can do some things in practice next week, but his first game action won't be until the regular season opener. So, Tim, you just chime in. I was going to go to you next, bub, but if you're busy, you do your thing. When you get ready, just jump in here and we'll cut right to you. So, again, I think this is great news, Jacob, that the fact that I think he's going to be ready for week one, just like Nate Hobbs is going to be ready for week one, just like Xavier McKinney's going to be ready for week one. So, going back to the super chat there from our buddy Brent in Indiana, I understand, right? A lot of money on the sidelines. However, they're being extra cautious too. Let's keep those. I would rather be on the sidelines now than week one, if that makes sense. But what's y'all?
Yeah, we remember last year, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, let's err on the side of caution. We're we got a couple games left in the preseason. There's plenty of time for him to get back right. Let's not rush it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Chris Casuin says confident Big Williski starting week one, not scared. So I don't know if he's saying he's confident he's going to be starting in week one, Wilson, or if he's saying he's confident if Wilson is the starter in week one, so he's not scared.
You're talking Willis, Malik.
Right. He says Williski. I don't know if he was, these cats in the chat, man, they like to put a spin on stuff. They know I've got the IQ of a damn gnat, so they like to, bend me.
I like the sentiment, though, right? Like, I like the sentiment. Like, yeah. If it's Jay Money week one, we're good, obviously. If it's Malik Willis week one, we're good. Obviously, we're still going to boat race Detroit at Lambeau. Not worried. I love it.
Yeah. All right. So just kind of going through the other notes. And I put this article up for everybody. Guys, there's going to be a full injury breakdown, the wide receivers, depth challenges, all that stuff. So you guys go check it out in our Patreon group. I just wanted to hit on the Jordan Love information. We got Emilio joining us now. Let's get his take real quick. Emilio, I don't know how much you've heard about the Jordan Love surgery earlier today, but it sounds like the surgery, according to Tom Silverstein, went perfect. He's good to go. It sounds like he'll be back most likely for week one. He'll be ready to go, but they do not plan on playing him the rest of the preseason so he can heal him.
Yeah, love to see that. I think that it was Matt was talking about, hey, the surgery's probably going on right now during the presser. Glad that it went well. And just, things happen in football. I'm not mad at Jordan or anything like that. Let's keep it moving, keep going. And you just kind of have that mentality that Malik does. It's tough that veterans are on the sideline, but they're veterans. Everybody knows what they got to do to keep moving forward. I'm worried about the 11 on the field with me right now to keep this team going. And I think that's just kind of how we got to approach it. Totally fine with having Jay Love back. And, I'm glad that we got him out there. Obviously, sucks that he got hurt, but it's at some point he's going to play football. I mean, you could have a freak thing happen at any point in time during the season. It just happened that it happened week 1 in the preseason. Fine, let's get it out of the way, keep moving.